The moment you give up reliability, you've lost your team. I think reliability is one of the main things you need as a leader.
When I communicate, when I have a phone call, when I have a feedback meeting with my employees. So I ask myself each and every time, how would I expect my boss to talk to me?
Making sure there as well, timely answers.
Messages that you deliver should be relevant, should be fact-checked. You shouldn't backtrack.
Showing every single person in my team that he is or she is worth my time.
So this, goes, initial stages to the managing expectations. Make sure that you commit to something that you can commit to. Of course, we should push ourselves, but we should also at the same time set very realistic time frames. And I think we see a lot of escalations, work and attention at the back end, whereas the most important thing starts at the beginning, where we can actually have the time to think, to set the expectations. I think that's where we need to focus, and that's where our, let's say, reliability starts.
Stay focused.
Stay focused.
Stay focused.
Stay focused.
Stay focused.
Stay focused.
Yeah, I think the focus part has become I think one of the most challenging parts for everyone, including myself. There are so many distractions. In the past we didn't have social media. We didn't have all kind of other things where things are beeping, providing notifications. So I think that's a tremendous difficult balancing act.
To keep my physical and mental balance for me is critical in order for me to bring that focus, to give that focus.
I do try to be very clear every day what are the things that I definitely want to complete. So what are kind of the must-haves and kind of, nice-to-haves, and try to kind of work through those at least during the day. I will be caught up in emails, because there's always that next customer, the next colleague who has a very critical thing.
If it's on my desk and I push it under the pile of work I need to do, and it takes me 4 or 5 weeks to get to it because it might be lower on my priority list, then that person would be really annoyed.
One of the most important things for me is the psychological safety that you can give as a manager or a team lead.
And if they feel secure, their self-esteem potentially gets better. If their self-esteem gets better, they're able to self-actualize. And if they self-actualize, they should be quite happy in their job. So it goes a full circle.
Live what you preach.
Live what you preach.
Live what you preach.
Live what you preach.
Live what you preach. Enact with integrity.
And act with integrity.
And act with integrity.
And act with integrity.
When you preach something and you do something differently, your team is the first one to notice. And I think it's beyond repair very, very quickly.
The same thing at home. If I ask my kids, well, guys, if you're done with eating, clean up the things in the kitchen. You don't do it yourself. What do you think the kids will do?
I influence my team to work enthusiastically is by being enthusiastic.
And it's not just when people are looking or when you probably think someone is noticing, but it's also in the small things.
Train, learn, and try to reach the next level. It gives you self-confidence, it gives you a good standing in the team, and it gives you more possibility of influence in the company and in the team.
If people see in action what you do, it's easier to learn from, it's easier to adjust, it's easier to collaborate. It's inviting. It invites you for action, it motivates you for the right outcome.
Okay, this is the last try now. Thank you for watching.
Stay tuned for more episodes.
This week we talked about No, what you're doing?
Wait, where are you guys? Okay, we need to know, on your team and in your personal life, how do you stay focused?